My name's Eric Eversole, and I am so excited today to have two special guests join me as we get ready to celebrate next year's Paralympic Games in Tokyo. I am joined by Ed Laukus, who is the Group Vice President of Toyota Division Marketing of Toyota North America, and Melissa Stockwell, who really needs no introduction, but she is a Paralympic athlete, bronze medal winner in 2016, and also an Army vet. So we're going to kick off and kick it over to Ed to begin today's session. Ed, thanks for joining us.
It's a privilege to be able to not only represent Toyota around everything that we do around the Olympics and the Paralympics, but, just as a company, we believe that mobility is a human right. And so it was really, really great for us to bring this partnership together, both in the U.S., but also globally. We got a chance to be able to do a little bit around the games in South Korea, but we're really looking forward to what's going to happen now in Tokyo next year. And what's really, really interesting is that while there's a lot of people, probably just like Melissa, that were really disappointed that the games actually were moved one year, from a Toyota perspective, it really gave us the opportunity to be able to continue to work on a lot of our mobility products, many which were in the primitive stage from an engineering perspective. So as an engineer, the more time that you can always get in order to perfect things and to be able to fully demonstrate exactly how they're going to work, this really is a great opportunity for us, Toyota. So when Tokyo comes next year, we'll get a chance to be able to show some of that stuff. So we're pretty excited about that. And then right after that, right on top of it, then we're going to be going to Beijing with the Winter Olympics. And so then we'll get an opportunity to be able to even talk about some of the work that we're doing to support some of the para athletes for Winter Olympics as well.
Hiring Our Heroes, we've been honored to partner with Toyota it's been a decade now, about how we think about inclusivity in the workplace and how we bring and really bridge that civilian military divide that exists and to really drive innovation. Ed, we're really honored to work with you. I want to really turn it over to our special guest today, Melissa, who's going to talk a little bit about this concept of teamwork and how important that is from an Olympic perspective and also from a veteran perspective. Hiring Our Heroes is a workforce development program of the U.S. Chamber, and we've really been working aggressively to diversify and strengthen America's workforce through military talent. Melissa, you are one of those soldiers for life who served incredibly bravely in Iraq. I would really like to get your perspective as you think about what you do both for the Olympic team as well as that soldier for life. How important is this concept of one team and working together to accomplish a single mission?
When I think about my time in the military and my time as a Paralympic athlete, teamwork is everything. When I lost my leg on April 13th of 2004, nothing says that more than my teammate who literally saved my life. And then moving on to the Paralympics and having this team of my teammates, my coach, my country, my family, and being on the medal stand in Rio in 2016. It wasn't just me up there getting my medal. It was everyone who had gotten me to that point. I am so passionate about teamwork and finding a team that you can lean on and that you can trust in and rely on, because we're all really in this together. The best way you go about life is to have that team. I'm so fortunate to be a part of Team Toyota and to have that support from a company that realizes the importance of mobility. I wear a prosthetic leg every day, and with all my athletics, I couldn't live my life without the mobility of those devices. And to have Toyota realize that and then to partner with Hiring Our Heroes. And it's amazing how much more we can accomplish together as a team versus an individual.
Can you talk a little bit about that concept of differences, but also understanding the value of different opinions?
I think it's pretty great, the values that you learn in the military and how it can carry over into the civilian workforce. Thankfully, we have, Hiring Our Heroes that tries to elevate those with employers, but things such as, that teamwork we talked about, that camaraderie, the little things like being on time and just being a dedicated team member. Those all come into play. And that's also kind of carried over into my Paralympic career as well. Just as an athlete, just being driven, knowing how to be a good teammate, how to be a good team player. And we are Team USA, and thankfully I get to walk around as part of Team USA and Team Toyota and wear these different hats, but we're all one team kind of working towards that same goal, to bring diverse people with diverse backgrounds, with various disabilities. I mean, to get all that perspective, it's just amazing how much more you can accomplish.
1 year out from the Paralympic Games in Tokyo, what does America have to look forward to from this Team USA next year?
I think you get to Tokyo 2021 and you're going to see the whole world come together. It's going to be such an incredible celebration of sport. You look at even just Team Toyota, just the diverse athletes on that roster, but we're all coming together for the common good of the world and of sport. And I'm just so excited to see the celebration of all of it.
And Ed, I can't thank you enough for being such a great partner for Hiring Our Heroes as we continue to drive innovation for mobility for all. We're honored to be your partner. Would you like to give some last words on what we should look forward to from the mobility perspective next year?
I'm honored to even be on the same conference with Melissa. The shining stars of exactly what we should as human beings should represent. In the world that we live in, where we're dealing with COVID and we're dealing with social unrest and all the things that are coming to fruition, I can't think of any better way to be able to bring the planet together under the tent of sport than the Olympics. One of the mantras of Toyota is respect for people. And that's a reason why, a little public service announcement, we are the #1 brand with Hispanics, African Americans, and Asians. So, and that doesn't come just organically. That happens because of the way that we have such a diverse workforce. We have 14 plants in the United States. 3 of them are run by women or people of color. So it's really, this is all planned, and it's really all part of just who we stand for as a company. We have many, many devices that are going to be enablers for movement that we're going to be able to showcase in Tokyo. And again, giving the engineers another year to be able to work on this stuff in order to be able to perfect it is really going to be a tremendous showcase for the world. So we're really excited about bringing this thing together.
Well, we couldn't be more excited too, and couldn't agree more about how much admiration we have for Melissa and all that she's been able to accomplish and all that she helps America represent. Melissa, you're truly the very best of what America has to offer. So thank you for joining us. Ed, thank you for joining us as well. We're looking forward to an exciting year next year in Tokyo as we put COVID behind us and we really look to the future of what is not only great opportunity, but a lot of excitement, an environment that respects each other and one that is very inclusive. So thank you all. Be safe.